Here are the ingredients for the pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. Salt, your favorite chocolate chips, sugar, flour, some baking spray for the baking sheets, an egg, some ground nutmeg and ground cinnamon, baking powder, baking soda, butter, and pumpkin. Start out by putting a stick of butter and an egg. And we'll go ahead and cream that. We add 1.5 cups of sugar. And then I'm going to just let that mix. Okay, we've got that nice and creamed. I am going to add 1 cup of pumpkin to that. And that's 1/2 can. Half a teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, one teaspoon of cinnamon, one teaspoon of baking soda, one teaspoon of baking powder, and we're going to mix those ingredients up. When those are mixed up, we can add our flour. Usually I put half in and then mix it and then put the other half in. That's 2.5 cups of flour. The rest of the flour in and mix it up. Then we'll be ready for our chocolate chips. You can add nuts to this as well, but my family prefers it without. all mixed up, ready to put the chocolate chips in. And the recipe calls for half a cup of chocolate chips, but I put more in because my husband likes a lot of chocolate chips. Okay, they are ready to scoop up and bake. I've sprayed a baking sheet and I am just going to scoop up the batter with the cookie scoop. And we'll put 12 on here and then bake them for 8 to 10 minutes. This is a really good recipe. This is one of those recipes that if you take these cookies to a party or a potluck, you're always going to have 2 or 3 people ask you for the recipe. Everybody loves these. And I like to make extra usually and put them in the freezer so that I have, if I need to take cookies to somebody or take them to a party, I've got them. The only thing about that is that my family knows that I usually have cookies in the freezer and they eat them, so then I don't have any extra. I also like to put these in Ziploc bags. 2 or 3 in a Ziploc bag and keep those in the freezer for my husband's lunches. So he takes his lunch. Okay, we're going to put those in the oven at 350. I think it's 350. 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. I said 8 to 10, that was wrong. 10 to 12 minutes.